Hi, my name's John Bach. I'm the owner of Elite Credit Solutions in Tampa, Florida. We're based in Tampa, but we do business all across the United States. I'd like to talk specifically to realtors, mortgage loan officers, and mortgage brokers for a moment. You're in a commission business. You're there for one specific goal is to help people to get into homes. You either are showing them homes or you're financially qualifying them to get a home. And sadly, if they don't have your score at whatever 640, say they're below 640, you're having to tell them, I'm sorry, we can't help you right now. You'll be getting a letter in the mail, and that's the end of the relationship in most cases. So you're spending all your efforts to go to networking meetings. Your realtors are showing homes. They've got the weekend showings. You're doing anything and everything to generate looking for today's customer. Today's customer is outstanding, and I'm happy that you're motivated to be successful, but you're leaving a tremendous amount of people unattended for, and in general terms, you're leaving money on the table. Here's what I'd like you to consider in the future. Keep in mind that person that, let's just say they have a 580 credit score. You say, I'm sorry, we can't help you. You got to have a higher credit score. They don't go back to their one bedroom apartment and tell their wife, oh, I'm sorry, dear, we're going to stay in the one bedroom apartment the rest of our life. You and I both know that they're going home and say that to their wife. Their wife's telling them, get back out there and get it fixed because she wants that house. So there's really two scenarios. You can thank them for it's a pleasure meeting them, give them your card, do the or do the final thing like you have to. You'll be getting a letter in the mail telling you why you don't qualify. I'd like to ask you to take it one more step. Um, you work with change the scenario. You work with a company based in Tampa, but they do business all across the United States. They've done some really amazing things for many of your customers, and you highly recommend their services. You're doing one of two things. You're either saying, here is his business card to call him, or here's his phone number to call him, or if you got 1 minute, if you're okay, I'll send him a little email introducing you. If you're a mortgage broker, would you like some help with your credit? And you're going to tell them, a little bit of spill about us. I'm not asking you to sell my services. I'm just asking you to give them a couple of sentences. This guy has done some great things. If you're a mortgage broker, I'm going to ask you for your credit report anyway. So just ask them, if they sound, yeah, I would like some help. Then you're not only sending me an introduction email, but here's their credit report. Um, what you've actually done, you got to keep in mind, you just spent time with them to go over a mortgage, go over financing. You took them out to show them a house, so you built a professional relationship with them. That's powerful. They own your business card. So what's going to happen is you're going to introduce them to me. I'm going to work really hard because, quite honestly, I could not run my business without realtors, mortgage brokers, loan officers, loan originators, or business lenders. I could not run my business without those connections. So I'm going to work really hard for your customer. I'm going to be professional from start to finish. I'm going to do the best job I can to get them to the scores that they need or even way higher because we want them to have the best package to go in for a mortgage. They own your business card, so they're coming. I would tell you got a 95% chance they're coming back to you. And to help that process, I'm going to be, in some of my emails, I'm going to be talking to them about uh, keep that dream alive. And oh yeah, I'll call Steve, the realtor. Stay in touch with him. And guaranteed, when we finish the process, I'm calling Steve, the realtor, and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith are ready to go for the house, and they can resume the process. I'm going to plug them back into you. I'm going to highly encourage them to call you. I mean, there's a chance they may, you know, wake up and decide to go to Sally on the other side of town. They ran into her at the grocery store, or their friend at church told them to call Sally. But I would say you got a 90% chance. So it's kind of your choice. Do you want to keep going to networking meetings? You want to, keep chasing today's sale, today's customer, and you're looking for the thing. Me personally, we get about probably 90% of our business by referral. Because I'm not going to networking meetings. I'm not standing out front passing out business cards and flyers. I'm probably the only credit repair company in America not making telemarketing calls and not purchasing leads. I get people call me all the time wanting me to buy their lead program. I've never had to do that. And the reason for that, because I value my referrals. Every time my phone rings, it's a realtor, mortgage broker, business lender, friend, family, past or present client. And that's certainly the best customer to be introduced to. You start from a warm relationship, and they've already been sold on your services. It's just a matter of telling them what you need, the documents, and you sign them up. And I'm not every customer is an individual person. So rather than send them out the door to go back to their one bedroom apartment, I'm just asking you to maybe do what's best in the best interest of your client. Some people feel comfortable about sending them to the guy down the street or the guy in the building, but location really has nothing to do with you. You want to do what's best for your customer. You see me all over social media. I have tons and tons of customers. We're not the biggest credit repair company, but that's not necessarily bad. We have, I think, over 100 five-star reviews on Facebook. We're rated highly on Google and our website. So you're introducing them to a company that's professional. They achieve results, and they're going to communicate with you. They're going to work hard for you and your clients to reach those goals. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm trying to help people to fix their credit so they go on to get those goals that they told me about. I also have another income opportunity that you may have seen me publish on social media. It's called 50/50 crowdfunding. I'd be happy to tell you more about that. I'll have future uh, videos going out about that. But in general, when your client gets to the finish line, they got to have a couple of things. They got to have a good credit score. They got to have a low credit utilization rate, and they have to have their debt to income ratios in line. So you want them to have great credit. You want them to have the money to buy the house. You don't want to start showing them the house again and say, hey, by the way, how much do you make? And find out they only make $20,000 a year, and they're out there looking at in the wrong neighborhoods. So you want to put them in a position they got the great credit, they got the income, they got the income to pay off that debt if they need to, and you're putting them in an outstanding position. I'm just introducing you to a win-win. You got into this business for the same reason I did. I'm a people person. And I'm just asking you to take one more step, introduce them to a company that can help them. Let's work together. We all have the same goals in mind. We're trying to help people to get into a home, or to get finance for a home, or to get the credit to qualify for the home. So let's all work together. My name again is John Bach with Elite Credit Solutions. I'll leave my information below. My number is 813-317-6776. And please be sure and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Add me as a friend on Facebook or connection on LinkedIn or Twitter, and it'd be great to connect with you. Thanks for your time. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.